I used to think the scariest part of living alone was the silence. Turns out, the scariest part is what you hear when you're not supposed to. This happened last year, in late October. I'd just moved into a small rental house outside of Minneapolis. It was old, creaky, and cheap. Perfect for someone trying to rebuild after a rough breakup. The landlord was a quiet guy named Ron. He handed me the keys, gave me a quick tour, and said one thing I didn't think much of at the time. Don't worry about the crawl space. It's sealed. You won't need to go down there. The house had a weird layout. Long hallway, low ceilings, and a trap door in the laundry room floor. That was the crawl space. I checked it once. The door was dusty and padlocked shut. I didn't think about it again. The first few nights were uneventful. I unpacked, set up my desk, and started settling in. I was working freelance at the time, mostly editing videos and writing copy for travel blogs, so I spent a lot of time alone. That's probably why I noticed the sounds so quickly. It started with a knock. Not at the door. From inside the house. It was soft, rhythmic, coming from the laundry room. I got up, turned on the hallway light, and walked over. Nothing. Just the hum of the dryer had started earlier. I chalked it up to settling pipes, old house, weird sounds. But the next night, it happened again. This time, it wasn't a knock. It was breathing. I swear to God, I stood in the laundry room and heard someone breathing beneath the floor. Slow, heavy, like they were trying not to be heard. I grabbed a flashlight and pointed it at the trapdoor. Still padlocked, still dusty. I told myself it was the dryer vent, or maybe I was just tired, but I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I called Ron. Hey, quick question. Has anyone ever lived down in the crawl space? He paused. Too long. No, it's sealed. Hasn't been opened in years. Why? I told him about the noises. He said it was probably raccoons, and then he'd send someone to check it out. No one ever came. That night, I heard scratching. Not random, deliberate. Like someone was dragging their nails across the underside of the floorboards. I sat in the hallway with a kitchen knife in my lap, flashlight in hand, staring at the trapdoor. At 3:17 a.m., the scratching stopped, and I heard a whisper. Are you awake? I froze. Didn't move, didn't breathe. The voice was male, low, and too close. I backed away slowly, locked myself in the bathroom, and waited for sunrise. When I finally came out, the trap door was open. Padlock snapped, dust disturbed, and a smell I'll never forget. Damp earth and sweat. I called the police. They searched the crawl space, found blankets, food wrappers, and a small battery-powered lantern. And a phone. Not mine. It had photos of me, sleeping, brushing my teeth, sitting at my desk. The earliest one was dated 2 weeks before I moved in. They never found him. Whoever he was, he'd been living under the house for months. Watching, waiting. The landlord swore he didn't know. Said the padlock must have been tampered with. I moved out the next day, but I still check under the floorboards everywhere I go. Because silence isn't the scariest part of living alone. It's what you hear when you're not supposed to. A few weeks ago, I got a package. No return address, just my name, printed in block letters. Inside, a flash drive and a note. You moved, but you didn't check the attic. I haven't plugged it in. I don't think I ever will. Because some things, you're better off not knowing. This has been Velvet Dread. Sleep well, if you can. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this, narrated by an actual human.